Ladies and gentlemen, hello to each and every one of you. You are greeted from your positions wherever you are around the world. It's making headlines. Vladimir Putin has just frightened this coalition of volunteers for peace in Ukraine that had begun to emerge. We have seen in the last 2 days Paris and London being diawulis, as the Ivorians say. They were diawulis. They were overexcited. They were agitated to set up a coalition of volunteers, of volunteer countries, to send ground troops to Ukraine. Until the French President Emmanuel Macron stated that neither the United States of America nor Russia can prevent them from going to protect Ukraine's sovereignty. It was with these words that the French President Emmanuel Macron dismissed Russia and the United States of America, especially since Russia had issued a serious warning regarding this action. As we speak, we have one of the very agitated states that wants to resign from this coalition of volunteers. But the very reasons that are pushing the state to want to resign, these reasons are ridiculous, by the way. And it was obviously predictable. And so, ladies and gentlemen, in the context of this video conference, this is, of course, what we are going to talk about. But before continuing, I ask you to share this video conference, share it as much as possible, in all possible groups. It concerns the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom, once again, the United Kingdom with Keir Starmer, the British Prime Minister. You know, Russia made a decision to put 21 British parliamentarians on its blacklist, the list of people banned from setting foot on Russian soil, from entering Russian territory. This happened just 48 hours ago. And Russia added this. Russia said yesterday that it would directly target NATO, especially since any country providing support, regardless of the nature of the support, to enable Ukraine to attack Russia, will be considered legitimate targets. One then wonders, is this what caused this 300-degree or 180-degree turnaround? That too is part of it. What remains clear is Putin's fear. According to official information, the United Kingdom might forego sending its troops to Ukraine. The United Kingdom might forego sending its troops to Ukraine as part of a peace mission. It was unimaginable 2 months ago, 1 month ago. It was unimaginable because Keir Starmer, the British Prime Minister, and Emmanuel Macron said that Russia must be neutralized. Russia is a threat to Europe, but today it's them. It's the United Kingdom that is withdrawing. So, it's a form of betrayal that is being prepared. Even if the United Kingdom has not yet made it official, it should be noted. The United Kingdom has not yet made it official, I was going to say. So, what is the reason? The United Kingdom believes that the risks are too high. Our brothers from Côte d'Ivoire say, eyes know which luggage is heavy. That heavy luggage, when eyes see it, eyes know it. So if you have the courage, you should take it. If you don't have the courage, brother, you should back off immediately. Yeah, that's how we say it in Usi. In good Usi, you see. So, the risks are too high. The statement was made by the media outlet The Times, which cites sources close to the negotiations around the coalition of volunteers. So, You know, there are ongoing negotiations to establish this coalition of volunteers. So the diplomatic sources close to these negotiations, to this negotiation, I should say, they are the ones providing this statement. Yes, we are volunteers, but it's not certain. For us in the United Kingdom, it's not certain that we will send our troops to Ukraine. Moreover, initially, it was for a peace mission. It was for a peace mission. But now, Macron wants to change the nature. They say it will no longer be a peace mission. They just need to be sent to ensure Ukraine's security. Is it all this that is scaring the United Kingdom? Big question mark. So, the risks are too high and the forces insufficient for such a task. Here's what the United Kingdom says. It says the risks are too high. The risks are too high. And the forces are insufficient for such a task. Maranatha. So today, the United Kingdom realizes that the risks are too high and that the armed forces they claim to support, that they want to send to Ukraine for peacekeeping, are insufficient. It is today that they understood this. Yet, but how do we call? President Donald Trump had said that he does not agree with sending a peace mission to Ukraine. It is necessary to leave Russia in complete confidence in its responsibility. Trust must be placed in the partner. America had said that they will not send military forces. Not at all. The United Kingdom and Australia had asked. They had said, well, we can be ready to send, especially the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom had said, we can be ready to send soldiers to maintain peace, but on one condition, that America guarantees our security. So that's what they said. America said it doesn't have the time to ensure the security of the Europeans. Moreover, America wants to withdraw its troops from European soil. So is this what's making the United Kingdom ponder? In any case, the United Kingdom is not ready because God knows the burden is heavy. And so, the United Kingdom has always considered this plan as somewhat viable. You see, it's today that the United Kingdom is saying this. It is France that pushed for a show of force. Here is the statement made to the newspaper, and it's a British source. Great Britain says it has always considered this plan as not very viable, and that it is France that pushed for a show of force. Now, France is being accused. Global geopolitics. It makes you laugh, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I ask you to follow it regularly, you know. It allows us, Africans, to better understand the realities of our world and our existence. We cannot exist in a world whose realities we do not know. That's why it's necessary to use all means to be present at all times, as you are doing, by the way. So, according to the media outlet, The Times, Kiev's European allies would refocus on military aid, the reconstruction of the country, as well as air and maritime missions. However, a British official has described this information as rumors. And for now, they say it's a rumor. These are rumors. Whatever happens, we will see. Time always proves me right. As the days go by, the hours pass, the days pass, the weeks pass, we will see clearly in this matter. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was the international news headline. Thank you for sharing it as much as possible. I will be back shortly with more news. This was the voice of your host, Robert Théa.